Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
The holidays are in full swing at Disneyland, and there's a lot going on at the parks.
There are newly refurbished attractions to show you and wonderful holiday decorations and events.
And underneath all of that, preparations for the upcoming 100 Years of Wonder celebration are also taking place.
We check out the December headlines, including upcoming ride closures and events, as well as the latest on the Iger Chapek saga.
Come on into the parks with us.
Like, subscribe, and stick around.
Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure into your pirates, eh?
Made the jump to life.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm TC. I was lucky enough to get to spend a few days at Disneyland this week during the holiday season. Happy Hanukkah, Winter Solstice, Merry Christmas, and Happy Kwanzaa to everyone.
Disneyland has a lot going on. Main Street USA is all decked out, and there's always some band or character about. A Christmas fantasy parade is looking wonderful and playing twice daily. The Disneyland Band and character cavalcades are playing, and Believe in Holiday Magic was looking wonderful every single night.
Honestly, I found crowds to be a lot lighter than expected. They're traditionally overwhelming at this time of year, and I was able to get around pretty well. Wait times are fairly reasonable for everything. There's plenty of crowds, but they do seem to be well spread out. There's more to do in the parks at the moment, and I think that it's possible that the maintenance crisis might be abating a bit. To me, it seemed that there were less breakdowns and tighter dispatches happening than in the past few months.
That said, the lighter crowds showed just how much Lightning Lane is making standby wait times much, much longer. This effect can most clearly be seen on Radiator Springs Racers, which is an individual Lightning Lane purchase costing $12 or more per person to use the line skipping service. The standby line stretches on with waits of over an hour, while guests purchasing Lightning Lane walk right on. It's so frustrating for guests that line jumping has become a real problem. There were 3 cast members assigned to looking out for line jumpers on our recent ride-through.
From now to the end of the year, Magic key holders who have not already made a reservation are blocked out. This is a first, however, it may be contributing to the more reasonable crowds at the parks. Key holders can often get a last-minute reservation, but it requires constantly checking the app the day prior to the day that you want to go. As cancellations come in, more reservation space is released.
Disneyland's decorations look wonderful, particularly Main Street USA and New Orleans Square, which always bring warmth and joy to our hearts. I think our favorite decorations might be the tiny ones we found on the Storybook Land canal boats.
I just took the Disneyland at the Holidays tour, which is an extra cost 2-hour tour discussing the decorations at the park. The nicest part was that it focused on the Imagineering and design choices made for the decorations. A lot of them I was unfamiliar with, and it was all a lot of fun. A lot of what you're paying for on the tour is a ride on It's a Small World Holiday with no lines, which looks incredible, but you can ride it for free. And you also get to go watch the Christmas parade from a special viewing area. My complaint on the tour would be that the viewing area was too small for the amount of people. With smaller crowds, I was able to just walk down to Town Square and get a front row curb seat to view the lovely parade. Still, the tour was very nice.
Disney California Adventure does a wonderful job of decorating for the holidays. With everything designed so cohesively, it might be a little better at Christmas decorations than Disneyland. Almost every ride has a themed garland. Ariel's Undersea Adventure has a garland made of seaweed. Every car in Cars Land has a unique garland. And there are popcorn and cranberry garlands at Grizzly Peak.
There are even holiday decorations to be found in Avengers Campus if you look hard enough. I had to ask around though.
Decorations. Yeah, we decorate Kamartaj. We don't decorate on here because, well, it's kind of falling apart. But that's on Wong because he's Social Supreme now.
I haven't seen anything yet, but I hear there's a Christmas party later on.
We're starting to really like this land. It's small, but you can come back to it multiple times throughout your DCA day and experience different heroes, shows, and events.
Did you know that performers in Disney's Viva Navidad Street Show are cultural ambassadors from other countries? Much like at Epcot, Disney has a program with several countries that allows performers to come perform in the show, sharing their skills and adding to the authenticity.
Santa can be found in both parks, and I caught up with him at the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail. My son Leander couldn't make it on this trip, so I delivered his letter for him.
Leander, I will take this back to the North Pole and study it, and I will be seeing you soon on Christmas.
Thank you so much, Santa. You and your elves are the best.
There have been lots of recent improvements at the park. The animation building at Hollywoodland in DCA has been refurbished with new projectors, but also lighting added to the show loop. We have a video with the complete new animation loop coming soon you can check out. The lighting is awesome, and it supports each sequence and adds so much magic.
Monsters, Inc. also just completed a refurbishment inside and out, and it looks wonderful. Roz even has on a Santa hat with some mistletoe.
From now to the end of the year, almost everything at Disneyland is open and operational. DCA had every ride running, and the only construction walls and scrims of note in either park are those around the Adventureland Treehouse and Mickey's Toontown.
January 9th, Indiana Jones Adventure will close for an undetermined amount of time, likely several months. We are all hoping this ride gets the love and attention to detail that it deserves, bringing it back as close to possible to its former glory.
Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln is also going down for refurbishment at the same time, though we suspect it will be slightly less missed. It returns January 25th.
Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, was on the refurbishment calendar at the same time, but it has been removed from the list.
We asked everybody who would listen when Splash Mountain was going to be closing, but no date has yet been set. It's definitely got its water jets turned up to maximum at the moment. Get ready for a wet ride. We expect it to close by spring for its transformation into Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
It's a Small World will also close from January 9th through January 19th in order to have its holiday overlay removed.
Now let's take a look at what's coming and what's opening soon.
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will be opening January 27th, marking the start of the 100 Years of Wonder celebration at the park. At the same time, the new fireworks show, Wondrous Journeys, and the first new regular season World of Color show, World of Color 1, will begin their respective runs on the same date.
We expect cast member previews for all of this to start immediately following the holiday season January 8th. Many of the cast members we were speaking to were really getting a lot of anticipation going, though the excitement is tentative.
A few weeks later, on February 24th, the Magic Happens Parade will open at Disneyland. And then, on March 8th, Mickey's Toontown, a newly refurbished land, will open to the public. Once Mickey's Toontown opens, the park gains 2 attractions, the newly named Chippendale's Gadget Coaster and Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin.
The land also offers several interactive play areas, character meet and greets, and counter-service dining. Though Chippendale's Treehouse has been removed, we think it is to make a path between Galaxy's Edge and Mickey's Toontown. Now that's going to be a pretty crazy transition to make work. But we really hope that the new Mickey's Toontown is a huge success.
The Adventureland Treehouse should be opening sometime in 2023, but we don't know when yet. It would be great if it could reopen by the time Indiana Jones returns.
No official word, just rumors on if the Main Street Electrical Parade or Paint the Night Parade will be returning in 2023. But we really hope that DCA gets a full parade again soon. The festival park should have parades and shows.
The drama of the CEO change at Disney has continued to boil. Reporting has leaked that shows that Iger was actively undermining his previous successor during most of his tenure.
Also, Iger just released a somewhat tone-deaf statement to guests concerning the Disney park experiences, without addressing any of the problems that they have been experiencing.
We'd really like to see Iger try out Disneyland from our perspective. You know, park in the parking structure, use the tram system, have to find his ticket on his phone, navigate the app's virtual queues, lightning lanes, and mobile ordering while making his way around the park, camp out for a good spot for parades and fireworks, and see if he finds it relaxing or stressful.
Overall, personally, we see the parks as offering a mixed bag right now. Some things are incredible, some things not so much. It's not completely one way or the other for sure.
A lot of attractions have been fixed up in recent years. The Carousel, Snow White, the Submarine Voyage, the Animation Building, Monsters, Inc., Jungle Cruise, and many shows and parades have managed to reopen, and overall, the parks are looking great.
We have new Disneyland After Dark events to look forward to. Tickets are on sale for Sweethearts Night, which we will be attending, and the all-new Princess Night. And we expect more events will be announced throughout the year.
And 2023 could see any number of surprises given the amount of internal leadership change going on at the company. Anything's possible. It could be an incredible year for Disney parks.
But there's little denying that it's a mixed bag right now. We have rising prices for everything, a confusing reservation system, people who want magic keys but can't get them, smaller food portions, a maintenance crisis, and longer lines for the average guest.
Not to mention some pretty serious competition. We'll be here at Disneyland to cover the new events around the 100 Years of Wonder celebration, but we're also really excited about being at the opening day of Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood, and Epic Universe in Orlando promises to be a game changer.
Do you have a 2023 Disneyland trip planned? What are you looking forward to the most? Let us know in the comments.
Thanks so much for joining us today. One way to support the channel and get something back for it is to visit our Shopify store where we sell superlative framed park photography and canvas prints. They make wonderful gifts.
May the light in the firehouse window always shine brightly, and may your dreams always come true.
See you real soon, Mouseketeers.